I'm Grant Fluff from Floodsters Sports Zone, and welcome to Floodsters Sports Zone Season 1, Episode 8. TJ Chamberlain back on the show. Welcome to the Saturday edition, because, of course, tomorrow is Mother's Day. We ain't going to have a show on Mother's Day. We're busy. We're still going to do it from 1 to 3 like we usually do just on Saturday.
Yep. And I do have my draft grades, and I'm going by team. So, by alphabetical order, that's what I'm doing. Starting with the Atlanta Falcons. They had a good draft, so I'd say solid A- for them.
The Falcons, hey,
Yes.
you draft Kyle Pitts, you can probably trade Hayden Hurst for a good amount. Not bad.
Yeah, and plus Hayden Hurst's fifth-year option did get declined this week, so.
Yep.
Also, speaking of teams that had somewhat solid drafts, Baltimore, I'll give you a B. You actually gave Lamar a wide receiver. Just hope he doesn't end up like Hollywood Brown did last year. That's all I got to say about that.
Truth. I think Rashad Bateman's going to be good, though.
Yeah. Next up, Buffalo. Buffalo's the next one.
Well, I just realized if we're doing this in alphabetical order, where is the Arizona Cardinals?
Oh, wait, I skipped over Arizona.
I was like, if we're doing this in alphabetical order, where is the Cardinals at?
Oh, I went over it. Okay. So, Arizona, I have them at a B-.
B-, all right.
Your draft could have been better. I will say that. Now, on to Buffalo. You earn a solid B. Now, why? Because you got to maintain asset management, which they've been pretty good at it. So, all right. Carolina, there are picks I actually questioned, such as J.C. Horn at 8. When Surtain was certainly the better player, I got to say C+ for you there.
I feel like the Panthers didn't really address the offensive line, which is what they should have done. All right. I would pretty much agree with the majority of these with these grades so far.
All right. The Chicago Bears. As much as I hate you, you had an excellent draft. And even though you gave up a future first-round pick, I'd say A+ for you.
Trade up to get Fields? Not a bad idea.
Yeah. Cincinnati. I mean, I know that Burrow wanted Jamar Chase, but when an elite offensive tackle as in Sewell's available, why do you pick Chase when you have T. Higgins, who had a nice year last year? You also have Tyler Boyd, who's pretty much now going to be a wide receiver 3, which absolutely
Auden Tate, too, criminally underrated.
Yes, exactly. So
there was no need for Cincy, and this is what I was mainly ranting about last week. There was no need for Cincy to draft a receiver at all. Just, you have the weapons. If anything, they should try to trade up with the Falcons to get Kyle Pitts. And that's what they were going to shoot for. They should have done that.
Yeah, but they didn't. So I'd say B-, possibly C+. There. Cleveland Browns. What else can I say except, how did J.O.K. drop to 53? How?
Heart problems. He had some conditioning before the draft.
He had some condition, which doctors is like, hey, he's fine. So that's good.
Yeah, no, it definitely, if he stays healthy, it's a great pick.
Yeah, I'll give you A+. You passed with flying colors. Next up, the OG accident waiting to happen. Nowadays, it's still the Boston Bruins. Dallas. I mean, Parsons got his wish. He wanted to be a Cowboy, so good for him. The rest of the
You also declined Leighton Vander Esch's 5th-year option, so immediately just downgraded that.
Yeah, so I'd say besides draft, your draft was meh. I'd say B overall.
Yeah.
Next up, the Denver Broncos. How did you pass up on Justin Fields? He was there for you at 9. He fell right into your last, and you passed on him for 10.
They were just drinking the, oh, hey, we acquired Teddy Bridgewater juice.
Yes. So I'd say if you did take Fields, A+. Besides that, I like the picks they did. I'd say A-.
Yeah.
Next up,
Because
Detroit.
I mean, they just approached the draft smart. Like they didn't make any stupid picks.
Yes.
They just didn't make any
The
picks that were like
Detroit,
wowed anyone.
All I gotta say, Jared Goff has someone that could actually save his life now on the line. I could say that. You have a couple decent tackles. There's a few holes you had to fill, which you got most of them. I mean, you did take Sewell when I probably would have taken Devontae Smith, but I mean, if Sewell went to 7 and he didn't play at all last year, if he did play, he probably would have gone top 3.
I legit think he goes 2. The Jets probably pick him, and then they trade up their other first-round pick to trade up with like, oh, I don't know, maybe the Giants to get Justin Fields at 11. They probably do what the Bears did, but they get that
so
offensive lineman
all
instead.
around was a very good draft. And Lions fans, you have this thing you haven't had in a couple years. It's called optimism. You earn a solid A.
You earned an A in the draft. Now have fun going 5-12.
True. Now
sorry, not sorry. In fact, I'm not sorry at all. I'm still very upset you wasted Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson. Never forget.
Yeah. And now this one might stink a bit. Green Bay. I mean, you did fill some holes, but Rodgers is probably leaving. So
they should have gotten their quarterback of the future because that sure as heck ain't Jordan Love. Ha 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 ha.
You were at the 29th pick. You could have traded up, but you didn't. There's certainly better. I mean, Eric Stokes is fast, but it's like that pick. It was based on the fear of a certain play happening again. Buccaneers fans know what I mean, and the pain within me is deep. Overall, I do not think Green Bay had a good draft at all. I'd say I would give them a D. That's me being honest. Probably the worst draft for Green Bay. Well, we're not including last year, too, that we took A.J. Dillon and Jordan Love. A.J. Dillon could be good. Could be. But we did extend Jones, so that means this man's probably not going to see the light of day.
Yeah.
The Houston Texans didn't have a first or second round pick.
And then they waste the third on a third-string quarterback.
Yeah, so, yeah, you easily get it.
F. Goodness gracious. I can't stand the Texans. Probably my least favorite team in the entire league. So I'm going to give them that F real quick.
F, you mean hold on. Well, at this point, it's just. To a new level, I'm going to give you a super F. Yes, you get a super F. Denzel Crocker would be giving you the super F right now. Except he is not here. He's still within the Fairly Odd Parents realm. So I am taking his place, and I will give you the super F.
Man, we're going to Fairly Odd Parents. We're going to true nostalgia out here.
All right, the Indianapolis Colts. Again, I feel like they could have been better in the draft. I'd say between a B- and a C+.
Yeah, not an awful draft. They could have done better, but it's still pretty solid.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. There's one or two picks I could have that I was questioning. First off, I'm not questioning the Lawrence pick at all. That's not the first round pick I'm questioning. But why do you take Travis Etienne when you had James Robinson, who ran 1,000 yards last year?
greatest undrafted rookie running back of all time, may I add.
Yes. Why do you take a running back?
Statistically,
And
he
plus
is.
knowing that first-round running backs, a good amount of the time, just pan out. Like, they don't pan out, depending on the system that they're in. I mean, besides if you're a power running back like Zeke, well, besides for last year. At the same time, Dallas had, like, no O-line last year. Because retirement and injuries.
Here's the thing, and I get what Jacksonville's saying, that they took ETN because they're like, hey, listen, we got to surround Trevor Lawrence with somebody he's familiar with. And also, I don't know why Jaguar fans are putting this in their this is what drives me crazy about Jaguar fans. They're like, remember Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew? Then why are you complaining about James Robinson and Travis Etienne? Here's
But
the
at
thing.
the same time,
Those
Jacksonville,
mid-2000 Jaguar teams were sturdy.
At least from what
They
I
did
saw
not
after
have
the
any more
draft,
holes
it's like,
to fill. This team
yeah,
has
but at the
holes
same
to
time,
fill, and
at
they
least
didn't
for
address.
me, yeah, and plus the worst thing is at least from what I saw after the draft, Jacksonville's willing to use him as a third down back.
Exactly. That was the plan all along.
Yeah, you don't use a first-round pick on a third down back. You don't do that.
They could have got him in the second round, too. That's what's even worse. They could have got him like midway through the second round, and no one would complain.
I mean, ETN, before the draft, he was someone that I thought pretty highly of. I mean, if Pittsburgh took him, then okay. I could possibly see him doing well in that system. But at the same, if I was Pittsburgh, I would have drafted ETN over Harris. That's what I would have.
I would have as well, yeah.
So Jacksonville, I'd say, again, the B minus C plus range. Still had some moves.
You know, they also took that corner over Trayvon Morag, the other player the Jaguars really the Jaguars fan base really wanted was Morag. Of course, he ended up getting drafted by the Raiders. People want him over the corner and the offensive lineman we drafted in the second round. So
yeah. Now we go to the place that Mahomes had no O-line in the Super Bowl, which you did not have a first round pick because you addressed that problem by trading with Baltimore before the draft.
Right.
Which that move I'm not gonna question. It's like, you need to protect Mahomes. That's a priority. As for the draft, could have been better. I'd say solid B. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders, as you were just mentioning, it's like they like taking very risky players.
Morag was their only safe pick. Every other pick was awful.
Besides that, know what? I'm giving you a D minus.
Yes, agreed. Good call.
That's what I'm giving you. The Los Angeles Chargers. First off, you gave Herbert protection, as you should. You drafted Asante Samuel Jr. Good pick as well. I like him. I was hoping he would drop in the second round. I was hoping. I'm like, please be there for the Packers. I'm like, please be there.
Well, they weren't going to take him after taking Stokes anyway.
I'm like, no. And plus, as this was happening too, again, I was like 3 picks ahead of the actual TV. So it was like the group chat. I was just putting all the picks in. People were like,
yeah, I know.
This ahead?
That was pretty funny.
Overall, Chargers, you earn a very good A+. That I will say. The other LA team did not have a good draft.
No,
and
and
once again,
they spent all their draft capital on Matthew Stafford and Jalen Ramsey, which will come back to haunt them. Guarantee it.
Yes.
Y'all ain't making it to the NFC Championship game. Stop it. You are not.
I give you a C. The Miami
best player is
Dolphins,
Johnny Hecker, by the way.
Yeah, which I gotta say. Which I gotta say, Miami though. You did have also a pretty good draft, and also before the draft as well. how you absolutely fleeced not one but two teams. They fleeced the Eagles and they fleeced the Niners. So for that, even though your draft could have been a little bit better, but if I also add the two trades you did, I give you A+ overall. Draft wise, I give you B+. But if we add the two trades, you get an A-. You get A+.
Yeah, I think what would have just made the draft a little bit more better was if they drafted Smith instead of Waddle, but that's just me.
Yep, and now we go to the Minnesota Vikings, which they also had an all right draft.
I mean, they went O-line in the first round. Not a terrible idea now that Riley Reef's gone.
They went QB in the third round, in which Vikings fans are like, Kirk Cousins, get out.
No,
I mean,
Cousins is criminally
that's what
underrated,
happens.
dude. I have been a Kirk Cousins guy since the day one, and oh my God, he gets hated for no reason. Yeah, he can't win a Monday Night Football game, but other than that, Kirk Cousins is fine. Just, again, don't play him on Sunday or Monday night games, which, let's be real, Minnesota shouldn't be getting many this year anyway. Maybe one. Like, why? Come on. It was first Monday night game last year. It was against the Bears. Like, yeah, Vikings-Bears isn't a Monday night game. I'm just ranting about how good Kirk Cousins is aside of night games.
I mean, at the same
if he
time,
just plays 1 and 4 o'clock
QB,
afternoon games,
you know why? Because Kirk Cousins, you think I forgot about what you did week 17. You thought I forgot. You committed the biggest sin of them all. You did the gritty, and you're not Justin Jefferson. You
and TJ says, "Get bent."
Sentenced to the gulag. Grant remembers.
We're just like,
I'm like,
I remember.
No.
That was probably our best broadcast call together. Hands down.
I'm like, no.
I'm just like,
now,
I'm not gonna hate on Kirk. He's pretty chill.
me on the other hand. So you've chosen death.
You've chosen instantaneous death. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh hey, Kirk Cousins, dance.
And now we go to the team I still hate with a burning passion, and now they might be back to actually being good. The New England Patriots. They had probably one of the better drafts out of all the teams, which this is an A, sadly. My salt is real right now. You can see my salt is real. Oh, that's all I'm saying. We're moving on. We're moving on to the
Mac Jones, good pick. Christian Payton, good pick. They got that. They got the Michigan kicker.
Yeah, that they like taking Michigan people. Yeah. That's the only thing I like about them. They take the Michigan guys. And now I can officially say this. You could screen record this after, and I don't care if certain people get mad at me. But the New Orleans Aints are back. You're not the Saints right now, you're the Aints. Because you ain't
Jameis Winston about to throw 25 interceptions, and y'all are about to finish 7-10.
Yes, and plus...
Should have maybe won Breeze more than one ring. Then I wouldn't care.
Yes. You wasted Breeze for over a decade, so you know what? Add all the moves in the offseason, all the talent you lose, plus the draft. You get more of an F than the Texans do. You get the nuke F.
Also, have fun overpaying Marshawn Lattimore next year.
Yeah, there's the regular F, there's the super F, and then gigantic nuke drop F. That's what you get. I don't care if Saints fans get on me. You could come at me all you want. You could come at me on IG. I do not care. You can come at me, and you will fail. Just get in the playoffs. And just like you did with Drew Brees for over 15 years.
Second favorite team, and I really don't care about them anymore. Sad.
And now we go to one of the first of the New York teams. The New York Giants. Gettleman traded down and that ended up being a good trade. Then the selection came in. That's all I'm saying to that trade. Overall, your trade was meh. I'll give you a B.
It was meh, but they still get a B. That's a very generous B.
Yes, it's a generous B because your team has some potential.
That's fair.
Plus, no one Saquon Barkley's coming back. And
All Daniel Jones has to do is not fumble every other drive, and the Giants might be able to squeak into the playoffs.
Yes.
Might. If Daniel Jones
now
doesn't turn to Winston 2.0, you have a chance.
Now we go to the New York Jets.
Suck. They still suck. I don't care. Yeah, they had a decent draft, but they still suck.
The good thing I can say is your team's looking better than it was going to be last year. All I'm saying is you gotta pray to the God someone takes that CJ Mosley contract. Besides that, your draft was good. I gave you an A. The Philadelphia Eagles. You got fleeced.
Hey, they got
Miami.
Trayvon Grimes, so they get my automatic respect. Probably the best undrafted rookie, so props.
Yeah, you drafted a better undrafted free agent rather than half of your draft picks. So therefore, you get a
They got backup center in the second round. Like, dude, Jason Kelce isn't going anywhere. Why are you drafting backup centers in the second round? It don't make sense.
Yes. All right, now we go to the Steelers winning Super Bowl. Yes, I did a Yinzer impression. Tree, you can come at me all you want.
Off. Kidding.
Wait, you did like a Yinzer impression? All right, Pittsburgh again.
You're
Why
never
are you
doing Steeler impressions.
Najee Harris when you have no O-line? You need more O-line. And you drafted a tight end when you have Eric Ebron, who's still suspect. And the tight end you drafted is sus as well. You have both of the imposters as your tight end, so therefore you get a D.
And you no longer have the stiff arm god of Vance McDonald.
That's even better because most picks are like, for me, kind of sus. You know what? You get a lower grade than F. You get S. You get S for sus. That is your draft grade.
The Steelers get the worst of the worst. Weird.
You get the worst of the worst. You get the sus. All right. The San Francisco 49ers. Your team would have been good if everyone didn't die by week 2. I'm going to say that.
And they still are pretty good, honestly.
They're still pretty good. You got to hope someone takes Jimmy G. Your draft was all right. I'd say B+. The Seattle Seahawks, who only had 3 picks in the whole draft. This is why you don't trade down.
And they didn't really hit on any of them.
Yeah. So now what? You join the Houston Texans in the F category. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who now have Tom Brady's replacement for years after he retires. Which now I'm saying that pick is making Jordan Love look safe. I mean, I like Kyle Trask. I do. Besides,
here's the thing, though. The Tampa Bay really didn't need to fill in anything else. Like, what did they need? A backup quarterback. What did they get? A backup quarterback to replace Tom Brady. it made sense.
Like,
Last
you
pick of
have
the
Zach
second round, he
Wilson
didn't
and
want
the
him to drop
living
to
legend
Houston.
himself. You're forgetting about the living legend himself as the backup QB.
Yeah, Blaine Gabbert, we're getting to that.
Yes, you're
As you
forgetting
can tell
about that.
by the brand new thumbnail, we're getting to Blaine Gabbert when we go over the news like we usually do.
Yeah. My notes app crashed. Lovely. That is lovely.
You were on Tampa Bay. Who's next?
Tampa Bay, now we're on. Okay, yeah. Past
Tennessee.
Tampa Bay, now we're on Tennessee.
Tennessee,
also,
then Washington.
I forgot to mention this. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention. I should have changed Arizona's draft grade to an A. And here's the only reason. They got the legendary Shoe Man. That's it.
Oh, that is true.
That's the only reason I changed. Tennessee, your draft was overall good. You get an A. I'm going quick now. Football
Please
team.
have Caleb Farley not intercept Trevor Lawrence a lot. Just simmer that down a bit.
All right. The Washington football team. Only bad thing is that Dan Snyder has full control, and your team your team's actually good, and you'd actually had a good draft as well. You get an A-. Only bad thing is Dan Snyder should be nowhere near football operations. And that is my draft recap. Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
You are welcome. Yeah, well, we both went roughly half an hour on our recapping the drafts. I honestly thought that, probably the best draft. Honestly, I would have to go down and say I'd honestly probably say the Bears had one of the best, if not the best, actually.
Yeah, I'd say the Bears
just
had
me.
probably one of, if not the best draft.
Yeah.
Was there any grades okay, I was either too high or too low?
I don't know. Steelers in the sus. That's a bit sus.
I mean, their team overall is sus. Again, they went from undefeated to losing streak and then getting slacked in the playoffs. So, again, their whole team is sus still.
True. Thanks, Jeffrey and Alex, for tuning in. Everyone else tuning in while TJ was going over his draft stuff. We are going to get to, of course, the meat and the bread and the butter of the show. Floodsters Sports Zone. Here we go. Of course, here is the Instagram, daily sports news. You won't be disappointed. We go over this every week. You know the drill. Go follow. And then TJ usually posts my stuff on his story, so that's good as well.
Yeah, that is, unless someone else puts it ahead of time, and then as this man.
Which, now that I'm back full-time in school, I may unfortunately be more likely to happen. And I've also learned this week that whatever you do, do not self-advertise on the MLB on Fox Instagram page. Whatever you do, save yourself. Do not do that. They exposed me pretty badly. I still got 10 followers out of it. So it's still kind of funny, but
so it works for you.
On the MLB on Fox.
Also, in other news from this week, since we're talking about that, tune in June 18th, the For the Brand podcast. Also, by the way, the intro for it is up, and the intro is heat. I'ma say that.
I'm in 4 or 5 clips in your intro. Sick.
Yeah, you and I. Yeah. There was one clip that is me after the Rasputin. I'm like, I'm fine. I put that in. Just me with
Alex wanted you to play Rasputin again in the chat. Alex wanted you to dance to Rasputin.
No, we're not doing that again.
We have learned our lesson.
We've learned our lesson. Plus, there's still the dent. I'm literally looking at it. It's still there.
There's still the dent. Oh, God.
Yes, that ain't leaving anytime soon.
Oh, God. Well,
my brain cells, on the other hand, they did leave in that moment. And they are still gone.
I'm going to just move the chair. Proceeds to trip over the chair.
I didn't even trip over the chair. That's the funny thing.
Oh.
what happened? Okay, no, I'm doing a full analysis of what happened. So I was doing Rasputin dance. I went here off screen. Then you hear a bang, and then no, the chair was like here, and then I went down like this. I did not at all touch the chair. The chair was not touched in that moment. So therefore, I did not trip over the chair.
I thought, seeing it over and over again, for whatever reason, I thought you were tripping over the chair.
I am also apparently scene analysis person too. Man of many talents. I'm gonna say that.
There is your Tony Romo dialogue of the trip. That was pretty funny, though.
All right, let's get to the news now, shall we?
Yes, we shall. First and foremost, the news from last Sunday, and oh my God, this is just a mess of a storyline.
Okay.
Athletic Jesus Lazario suffered a hairline fracture in his pinky while playing a video game. He legit bashed his pinky off a table while playing a video game, and this man was seriously put on short-term IL.
Some of us were more mad than others because a certain person here has him on their team. I'm looking at you, sir. I reminded you of that too, and you're like, why?
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, it's just so stupid. It's just like you're playing. I think it was COD or something, or Call of Duty maybe. Oh yeah, that's COD. So like yeah, they were playing Call of Duty like during a pregame of a game he was about to start, and then he injures his pinky. Like, dude.
All I'm saying, at least it wasn't as bad as the former Tigers pitcher from like the mid-2000s that injured his hand doing Guitar Hero.
Yes.
If you've seen the SRS video, you know what I mean.
Yes, I have. SRS is a good channel. Next up, the Bears released left tackle Charles Leno Jr. Pretty good, solid lineman. Probably the best left tackle. Now that Alejandro Villanueva signed with the Ravens. We'll get to that later. But probably the best left tackle in free agency now. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, you should be able to find some team that'll take you. I know Green Bay could use some linemen. I know
Green Bay could use him. I think he was going to have a visit with Washington. And then, of course, my friend Rourke in the comments there saying, oh, you should sign with the Colts. Just get the post ready. Spoiler, Rourke, you're not watching this, but I ain't got the post ready yet. Sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, because Indianapolis ain't getting him.
You ain't getting him. Although they could use him, they won't get him.
True.
That's how that's going to work.
Next thing to come. All right, Zeus, show us next door.
Real quickly, I just had to post this because card post. Here's the thing. Just a general question. Would you buy a Tom Brady rookie card autograph for $100,000?
No.
Because this guy did, and it was an 8.5 graded, not even a PSA 9.5. It was a PSA 8.5, and he still bought it for $100,000. I just wanted to mention that because that was just nuts. Like that just blew my mind. I was like, listen, I'm a huge card collector, and I can assure you, I'm not spending more than like $700 on the card, ever.
Yes.
Oh,
all right.
Goodness. Moving on.
News. This is what I call complete and utter stupidity on the pitcher's part.
Absolutely. Marlins rookie pitcher Paul Campbell has been suspended 8 games for PEDs. He is legit a rookie who played well during spring training, if I remember correctly. And now, well, we know why he had a good spring training because he was popping the PEDs.
Yes, and plus he has like an 8 ERA right now.
Yeah.
Trash.
He really slowed down once the regular season came along, and he's suspended. Oh, God. Mess.
Go back to AAA, you.
We will have another PEDs post later on, which I will go a little bit more in depth. I think TJ wants to rip the other PED user as well. I have the whole apology he written on his Instagram as well, so that'll be fun. We'll get to him in a little bit. Moving on to the Broncos releasing Jeff Driscoll. First off, your comment is probably right because Driscoll actually had a visit with Dallas yesterday, so he could potentially be joining the Cowboys soon.
And again, your boy saying facts in the comments.
It's so depressing, but it's so true. And then I go on my little analogy. I just go on my little analogy.
It's like
basically my moral of the story. I'm not gonna read that because it's pretty stupid. But what I pretty much wrote was Bortles is the free agent guinea pig. Pretty much if a quarterback gets hurt, the preseason or early regular season, they are signing Bortles no matter what. That is the conclusion as to why Bortles is not signed and will not be signed until at least the preseason.
Also, at this point, he's basically the NFL's version of Sami Zayn. Well, nowadays, Sami Zayn. He's like, oh, there's a conspiracy.
I'm turning the conspiracy theory.
People don't sign you because you're trash.
Oh, yeah, and I also wrote, a team will sign him, then proceed to not use him, and this will be an endless cycle until when he's 32 and he eventually retires.
Or before then when he's just out, or when he goes to Canada.
Or XFL 2023. Hey, I buy an XFL jersey, though. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
God, a day I'd be making a Bortles XFL joke. What timeline are we in? We are in a weird timeline. Grant's making Bortles XFL jokes now. Oh, dear Lord. We are in trouble now. Well, Mayday, Mayday.
All right. Now we have...
Moving on to news that doesn't make you happy in the slightest.
R.I.P. Dustin May's UCL.
And Tommy John surgery, just so unfortunate.
At this point, since he's probably never going to be the same, I have prepared at least a little bit of part of the song. And I'll take with me the memories. That's all I gotta do.
Off-key singing, that's a good way to start. But no, UCL damage on his right shoulder. Oh, God, you hate to see it. This man is literally my favorite pitcher on the Dodgers, not named David Price. And I like David Price, obviously, because 2018 Red Sox legend.
And also because a good friend of mine, actually, he has a whole ton of Dustin May rookie cards. He texts me, because it's like, he tore his UCL F. I'm like, yep.
Hey, listen, if you have a bunch of Dustin May rookie cards, sell them. Right now, sell them. Do not wait. Sell them. Go on a fire sale and sell them for like $25 a piece. Because I can assure you, if this guy slows down, his rookie cards are going to deplete, and they're only going to be worth like $3 instead of $25. Do yourself a favor and just sell all your Dustin May rookie cards right now.
Yeah.
Again, this is a guy who could potentially have a sports card podcast in the future. Not confirming, none of that. Take that as you will. I could potentially be starting something during the summer, but we will see.
That would be interesting. And now
that would be very interesting.
Robert, another player. He's
another huge injury.
I mean, it's not like another person that had a ton of potential, injured his hip, and then came back and just started absolutely destroying baseballs, and now currently one of the best players in baseball for the Padres. Pain.
But listen, Luis Roberts gonna miss 3 to 4 months. It sucks. Chicago, I think, will still be fine. He should be back for the playoffs, which is good.
So already within the first month of the season, they've lost Eloy Jimenez and Luis Robert.
That is true,
Enjoy
though.
starting
They
Adam
have
Engel.
continued to lose pieces.
All I gotta say, enjoy starting Adam Engel in center.
Yeah, I mean, currently Chicago is. I mean, they're still 17-13, but the injury bug is going to catch up to them sooner rather than later, I think. So
Yes.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll
Someone
see.
summoned
Hopefully,
the
he can
power of
recover and
Zeus and
he'll
just
be fine by the
smited their team.
playoffs.
All I'm saying, I don't know who summoned Zeus, but apparently Zeus has just started striking down all the players.
Every single solid
Knowing
player
me,
under
it's
25
possible that
out.
Zeus probably saw something I did months ago and started just smiting players. So, White Sox fans, I'm sorry. I apparently got all your players smited. There's another fan base that hates me now.
I said the White Sox would make the ALCS, so they might be hating me for jinxing them.
Yeah, so you also smited them as well.
I also smited them with the good old announcer jinx. I'm like, the White Sox could play in the ALCS this year. Oops.
Yeah, announcer jinx number 1 million, though. Just know, if we're together, White Sox fans are going after you, I'm throwing you right into them. Better you being taken than me.
I'm just the White Sox crusader. Moving on, Jaguars signing Trevor Lawrence to a 4-year, $36 million rookie contract. I think
a lot of
this
money.
could be a lot of money for a rookie. Usually rookies fall in around the 25 mil range, especially for a top-rated quarterback. I think Burrow's rookie year, if I'm not mistaken, was 4 years at 31 mil or something like that. So
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, a little bit higher than Burrow. Yeah, just please be good, Trevor. Please, we need you to be decent.
Well, at this point, you could already say that he is making, in the words of a certain someone, he is making, if I must suffer through it, you shall as well. Yes, I put AV song.
I was literally hoping you were going to pull the Primetime Players Millions of Dollars clip, but I'm disappointed, so you're welcome. I'm disappointed. I thought you were going to put up the Titus O'Neil and Darren Young millions of dollars, but no, you pull up AV.
I'm like, no, I'm in the mood. I kind of want Grant to suffer right now.
I wanted the millions of dollars, and you let me down.
No, but you got a whole lot of money.
Truth. And so is Alejandro Villanueva. 2 years, 14 mil with 8 mil guaranteed. Who is this clown who legit commented 4 hours ago he is the worst player in the NFL? Who is this man and why does he have Instagram? Because he does not have the brain cells to be on Instagram.
Well, all right. Gamble, where are you at?
Enough from the clown. Ain't wrong.
Wait, who?
Okay, enough of the clown is right. What is this comment?
Enough from the clown.
What is this? Get off the weirdo. You have been exposed.
You've been exposed. You've been caught in 4K.
You have been exposed. Your lack of intelligence is scaring me.
Yes. Now I shall summon Blue Man wherever he is to try to find you. You remember
to be
Blue
fair,
Man
though, it really is a smart move. I mean, Baltimore kind of gets their replacement for Orlando Brown Jr. A bit older, but he's still pretty productive.
Still. Oh, I mean, he could still produce. And also, at one point in, like, 2019, 17, he had, like, the most jerseys sold as well.
Stand up for the national anthem, that's right.
Yeah, legit, all the Steelers are like, stay in the locker room. Villanueva.
And he's just like, I'm going to represent my country. I respect him too. Real American.
Yes.
Cue the Hulk Hogan music.
I didn't even have it ready.
That would have been awesome, though, if you just had I Am a Real American just ready on your phone.
I wish I did now.
Damn, that would have been like the sickest thing ever. That would have been so funny.
There it is.
Fight for your life.
Better late than never.
Yeah, true. I mean, props to this guy for standing up to the anthem, of course. I can't stand when players kneel. That's just me. But, yeah, props from staying up. And also, props on him catching a touchdown from Chris Boswell. Steelers Broncos 2018. Never forget. Chris Boswell to Villanueva for the touchdown before halftime. Ben Roethlisberger proceeded to throw an interception at the 1-yard line, and the Steelers still lost. But still, that play was legendary.
Yes, and Steelers fans will miss you. This man got DFA'd and immediately got picked up by another team.
Yeah, the guy got DFA'd last week, got signed by the Brewers back on Wednesday. Of course, just a minor league deal. He's going to crack the main roster, though, I'm assuming, within a couple of weeks.
It's like you think of Brewers pitchers, you only think of 4 players. Burns, Woodruff, Williams, Hader. That's all they have. And that is truth.
Yeah. Woodruff, I would say, is the top 15 pitcher in the league, though. Maybe a hot take.
He immediately gets struck down again. Like, well, that was quick.
How's this? Josh Woodruff, top 15 or,
Brandon
top 15
Woodruff.
pitcher. Yeah, Brandon Woodruff, not Josh Woodruff.
You said Brandon, it's Brandon Woodruff and Josh Hader. Who is Josh Woodruff? If there's anyone named Josh Woodruff in the world, come on at one point to try to tell this man that it's Brandon Woodruff, not Josh Woodruff. It's Josh Hader and Brandon Woodruff.
I was thinking of the former Washington and Baltimore quarterback who played in the XFL.
Well, good thing I
suck.
Have the hand at the ready.
Moving on. Now, I know we were covering this on Powerscape, but I still want to cover, a little bit of hockey every week. So how about this? The Flames getting rid of Milan Lucic's no-trade clause. The Kraken could potentially pick him up in the expansion draft.
They're not going to pick him up, though.
They are not, though. I agree. They are not.
Unless you trade a couple first or second round picks in a trade with Seattle. And then nothing, we have Vegas expansion draft 2.0.
Right.
And then Seattle makes it to the finals, lose to the Capitals. Capitals win another Stanley Cup. In that case, please do that.
Don't. Just don't. Don't put that image in my brain. Just don't.
Well, too bad I did, and now you must enjoy it.
Whatever. Lucic's going to stay on the Flames, and he's going to continue to rot on their third line.
You're a closet Caps fan. I know that. Ovi is better than Pasta. Ovi's better than the whole franchise. Don't at me.
I mean, you're going to say Oshie's better than Pasternak. I wouldn't really argue.
Yeah, Ovi's better, though. And Oshie's
better. Yeah, because he definitely has been playing better the past, month.
Ovi and
I wouldn't really argue an Ovechkin Pasternak
also,
conversation.
Oshie's better than Marchand as well. That, too.
Considering recent standards, another one I can't really argue with. I would make a better argument for Marchand better than Oshie than Pasternak better than Ovechkin, but I'm not gonna really hate on that.
I mean, plus it must have been a painful week for you seeing that Jeff Carter actually turned back the clock as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm scoring 4 goals. It was against the Sabres, but still, he scored 4 goals, which was still impressive.
4 goals, Jeff. You should have done a post on that. I'm surprised you didn't.
I'm surprised I didn't either. I don't know. I was in a rush for school, so I didn't. And then by the time I was going to post, it would have been like
done
2
it later.
Yeah, it would have been like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, though, and that would have just been weird.
You could have done game alert and then put down from last night. You could have done that. You know what? At this point, I speak on behalf of Penguins fans.
You were robbed a game alert. My apologies, everyone. Oh, this signing, though. The Raiders signing cornerback Casey Hayward to a 1-year, $4 million deal. Does this make you sad, huh, former Packer?
That I'm fine, but still, as I was saying, on behalf of Penguins fans, and on behalf of the viewers here, shame. You get your public shaming. Okay, there's your clip to upload on IG later. You're just getting shamed.
We can throw that into the season 1 clips.
Yes. Again, a couple weeks ago, you weren't lying, saying that a good 90% of it's going to be me.
I really ain't lying. I'm not wrong. Oh boy, but anyway, yeah, Casey Hayward signing with the Raiders, 1-year, $4 million. Raiders got their best corner, and he's still at this point he's becoming out of his prime because the Raiders wait to sign players out of their prime before they actually do something productive.
Behold, we give you King Felix on the Orioles representation.
Yes. And then Hayward will walk out in the middle of the preseason. Exactly how that would end out.
True.
Although he's literally their CB1.
All right, I don't have to say about that, but again, I know some of us have things at 3, so thus we must speed it up. I'm not saying which one of us, though. Former Patriots going to the Bears.
Damian Bird.
This is what I call. Yes, this is what I call trying to give Fields some receivers. You might be a 3rd or 4th string on another team, but you could be possibly a wide receiver 2, depending on how trash the Bears wide receivers are.
I mean, Allen Robinson, obviously receiver 1, maybe receiver 2, but that really depends on what happens with Anthony Miller. And then, he's probably wide receiver 3 because Darryl Mooney, no. Javon Wims, no. Cordell Patterson's now on the Falcons. He could be a wide receiver 3.
Possibly.
Lions.
Play in Detroit.
They didn't even want to play in Detroit. Josh Hill's like, you know what? I signed with the Lions. No. That was a dumb idea. Let me retire. They just didn't want to play. Retired at 30 years old. Hill was a pretty good tight end with New Orleans. Didn't even want to play with the Lions. He's like, I'm my head out and vacate my $6 million.
You got $6 million in cap space now. You can do whatever you want with it.
Get a corner. Get a corner. Get a corner.
And Grant might have just got COVID.
I was saying get a corner. That was great, though. Raiders saving some salary. You get a man to release a man. Strong safety Jeff Heath was released on Wednesday. Send this man back to the shadow realm known as Dallas.
Or at this point, again, your last name's Heath, but you're not the person. You're not the only person with Heath in your name that matters. The only people that do are Todd Heath and Heath Slater. Those are the only people.
I was about to say Heath Slater is GOAT.
Yes.
Heath
And now this man's
Slater.
an Impact wrestler.
Yeah. I'll never forget the gimmick. I have kids t-shirt.
I got kids. I need this job. That'll be great in a couple years.
Oh, so you think I'm having kids when I'm 20? Weirdo.
I said in a couple years.
Weirdo.
I didn't say what age.
In a couple years, you're amplifying I'm having kids at 20.
Or in your 20s, yes. Yes, you
In
are.
20, that's better. Patrick Berlin's being a goofball. What else is new? He is wanting custody for suspicion of battery and rape. Hate to see it. Guy's a
I
clown.
wonder why this man's always so sus.
Go back to the KHL and shall never return. All right,
Salary
Cowboys.
dump. That
Yep,
is
salary
all.
dump.
It's just a
Antoine
salary
Woods
dump.
released by Dallas.
Yes. This is just a salary dump. That
Salary
is
dump.
all.
Where do you think he's going?
Shadow Realm.
Shadow Realm. No, Shadow Realm's Dallas. Dallas ain't resigning him.
Oh, no, not Shadow Realm. Phantom Zone.
Phantom Zone. I'll say, how is this? I think
he's going to Krypton. He's playing for General Zod. That's all I'm saying.
yes. He's playing for Team General in the General Zod League. He's playing for Team General.
Yeah, playing for the he's playing in the General Zod League, and he's playing with Lord Carter's The Black Hole Event Horizon. Only because I watched the Madden 12 review from the Game Rooms Classic. Know what I'm talking about.
I will say,
a black hole in outer space.
I will say by small chance he stays in the NFL and signs with the Browns. Just a small hunch. He doesn't sign with the
go to the
General
Jaguars and be
Zod.
bad there on a bad team when you
No,
waste Trevor
no,
Lawrence.
no. What? Wait a minute. Actually, hold on. The Jaguars can sign this man. Just release Taven Bryan first. Then go ahead and sign this man. Or resign Avery Jones.
No, keep Taven Bryan. Keep him.
To
Keep
your
Taven
will.
Bryan and then trade Greg Robinson. I want to see the Jags suffer. Just like I want to see the Patriots suffer.
I'm the only reason why you want to see the Jaguars suffer, though. That's what's hysterical. Exposed. All right. Blue Jays, they're going back to Buffalo. They're going to start playing at Sally Field on June 1st. I like what my man Ben said here. He thinks that the MLB's kind of soft for doing this, and really, I can't blame him. Toronto hasn't had any COVID outbreaks or nothing. So why are they moving back to Buffalo?
Let them play in Toronto.
Let them play in Toronto. It's not that complicated. Everything's been going fine. We've hardly had any COVID cancellations this season.
Well, besides for the Nationals.
Aside for the Nationals, yeah.
And the Twins having games.
Oh, yeah, the Twins had a couple of games. But for the most part, it's kept under control. That's why I don't understand. Let them play in Toronto where they're actually supposed to play. It's not that hard. Like, again, you want athletes across the border, but whatever.
Tom Wilson ended the Rangers franchise. That's all I have
Truth.
to say.
Hey, listen, I don't respect Tom Wilson much, but I do give Tom Wilson props. The entire Rangers organization's dead. Dead. President John Davidson at GM Jeff Gordon at Chris Dury and maybe Mark Messier in. Dury's taking over both roles. Will they hire Mark Messier? Who knows? I pray to the gods they don't to avoid a boys club, but who am I to judge?
Tom Wilson ended the Rangers and also gave us the most legendary pitcher of all time.
Yes. Power skate thumbnail. Power Skate Show thumbnail, baby. Oh,
Yes.
God. There you go. Say it.
And there's
You
the
joke. The
and
floor's
look,
yours.
there it is. Yep. All that has to be said is my comment. That's all that has to be said. He will park on the bench. And I showed myself the door right out of the comment section right after that.
Why the joke should not be this funny still? Who else liked the comment? It was me and who else? Oh, I read up account that follows me. Okay.
And then you're like, and then you're like, you should have saved that.
Yeah. And you did save it for the show. Woohoo! I mean, let's say he's gonna be Tyrann Mathieu's backup, so it's nothing to see here.
Yes. Backup and backup. Bruins jinxer. Yay.
Yes, Bruins jinxer Kenny Albert signs with TNT. He'll commentate 4 Stanley Cups. This is awesome.
Also, I see the comments like, I want someone new. I want to start fresh, but yet at the same time, TNT also might be hiring Wayne Gretzky. Yeah.
Yes, ESPN was in the running to hire Gretzky. This morning it was announced they're no longer in that race, but maybe TNT will pull the trigger. Although I will say this, I know we talked about Chris Jericho a couple weeks ago. Chris Jericho over anybody.
Yes.
Chris Jericho over any other commentator. Also, TNT hired Mike Milbury. Thought I mentioned that.
Yes. I mean, you didn't make a post for that either. You learned that because I put that on my story. And yet you didn't make a post about it. Shame.
Shame. I didn't make a Mike Milbury post. Shame. Moving on to our first of 2 no-hitters.
Should have been a perfect
game because it was a wild pitch. A wild pitch.
That rule's stupid.
Considered a walk. Yes, a runner's on base, but it's not considered a walk. Therefore, it should be a perfect game. Stupid. But yes, John Means no-hit the Mariners on Thursday in a 6-0 win with 12 strikeouts. I mean, definitely the Orioles' best game this season. This has probably been their best game since like the 2014 playoff run. So,
all I gotta say, it's like should have been perfect game. And would be like, but the wild pitch, and then me. Stupid. All I gotta say, that rule is stupid.
Exactly. You're right. I mean, come on.
Get rid of it.
I get it. Oh, a runner shouldn't be on base.
This is
and I get that if you walk him.
Dictator of the
but
league.
when it's a wild pitch and the catcher just stinks, that ain't the pitcher's problem.
Yes.
So at stupid. Robbed of a perfect game, but regardless, the no-hitter, he's still in the record books. He's not getting the Bumgarner bull crap, so props.
And
moving on to our other player in the thumbnail.
Yeah, that. Okay. All I gotta say, see, look, then there's me. Blaine Train still going strong. Meanwhile, Bortles out of the league. Ha.
1 year, 2.5 million. How does Blaine Gabbert making more money than Bortles has the past 2 seasons? That's depressing.
Yeah, it's because free agent list. Any team that sees Blake Bortles on gives the scout the list and just says 2 words. Delete.
Why the Matt Hardy jokes? Why the Hardy Boys jokes?
Delete. The list gets deleted. Again,
Gabbert got deleted by Chad Henne.
Oh yeah,
full circle. You know, I find it funny. It's a full circle. The Jaguars released Gabbert to draft Bortles. Weird how that works. Oh, God, another former Jaguar I hate.
Wait, did you say full circle? I thought I heard you say full circle.
I did, yeah.
Since you said full circle. Yes, Lion King jokes as well.
Oh, God.
Are you with? Oh, my! This man's laughing so hard he was crying.
I'm not crying, I'm wiping my eye.
No, you were crying laughing.
No, I wasn't.
That's Caps.
Oh, God, that was too funny, though. Holy crap. Well, on to another Jaguar player I can't stand. Camille Cora signed with Kansas City.
Ring chasing.
Ring chasing. Oh, my God. So the Jaguars get this man from the Titans for absolutely nothing, and Tennessee still wins the trade.
You love to see.
Yes, you love to see Grant rage because the freaking Jaguars give away nothing to Tennessee to get this guy, and he played so putrid.
Yes.
Quincy Williams ended up outperforming him. Dakota Allen outplayed this man. Ridiculous. Kerryon Johnson got released. We're gonna recap him when what the team he got signed with. We're gonna go back to him. TJ Oshie, this was awesome. He scored a hat trick against the Rangers on Wednesday night. 4-2 win over the Rangers. And yeah, this was awesome. He opted to play after his father passed away on Monday and proceeded to score a hat trick. This just had Brett Favre destroying the Raiders after his father passed away moment. This was the hockey version of that.
Yes. So we applaud you.
Also, 70 likes. I cannot thank you enough for that. That might be I think that's my second most liked Instagram post ever. So appreciate that. But yes, congrats to TJ Oshie, the one Capitals player who I think my highest is in the 80s. I do not remember what
my
post,
lowest is in the 90s, so 8. Not including the intro post.
Yeah, but remember, you don't post every day.
Yes. No lie. Because it's better.
Yeah, but if I didn't have the account, we'd be having a much harder time doing the show.
I mean, you could do a save folder at the same time. I mean, truth.
Yeah. But yeah, Oshie scoring a hat trick, just awesome stuff right there.
Yes.
Of course, thought he was
have
coach, so that was cool. Next thing. We have our newest paid center. The Lions really protecting Jared Goff for some reason. Yeah, Frank Ragnow, 4 years, $54 million.
We got some new. Well, we were mentioning the Tom Brady thing earlier. There's just some news. Michael Jordan's game-worn jersey sells for $1.38 million.
Wow.
Insert Owen Wilson. Wow. ESPN just put that up. So. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. Frank Ragnow now the newest, highest paid center. And again, I don't know why Detroit's protecting Jared Goff all of a sudden, but interesting.
The highest paid. I'm not sure why you pay him that much, but at the same time, why is he the highest paid center?
Great player, but yeah, he shouldn't be getting paid more than like $35 million. I agree.
At this point, all I have to say is Tell me why.
Tell me
Yes,
why.
no, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, Backstreet
I
Boys.
know Backstreet Boys now as well. You are suffering.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that song's not even that good. I hate to say it, but my favorite Backstreet song is
Okay.
what's it called? Everybody.
Grant slander is now being tolerated in the DMs. You're gonna disrespect the Backstreet Boys like that.
I got disrespect the Backstreet Boys. I'm just saying. I didn't say they were bad. I just said that's not their favorite song. That's not my favorite song by them.
You said it wasn't good though. That song is legendary.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
All the
It's a good
memes.
song. It's just not my favorite.
Also,
I don't know. I don't really listen to the Backstreet Boys that much. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm too caught up listening to 50 Cent. I like 50 Cent.
I don't.
That is my singer. You can find me in the club. I can feel above money. I got that.
Okay.
We are no longer rapping. Dolphins releasing free safety Bobby McCain. This makes sense for a move that we will soon cover.
Go to Washington.
He is having a visit with Washington next week, so good possibility that will happen.
Yes.
And then the nuke drop.
Albert Pujols, on the last year of his 10-year contract, released, and he was supposed to be retiring after this year too. So
I have one thing. Angels, you suck for doing this. And second off, Cardinals, if you do not re-sign this man, you will pay. Cardinals, bring this man back. It's not complicated. DFA some scrub in AAA ball and get this man. Do you agree?
Okay. Good.
I quickly want to look up Pujols' stats real quickly because I want to see if he is doing this terrible.
Yeah, he's batting under 200.
Yeah, he's batting to 198, 5 home runs, 17 hits on 86 at bats. Yeah, it's a pretty poor year, but I don't understand why you just release him. You should scratch him or something.
If the Cardinals do not sign this man back, you and the Angels get one word from me. Shame. You get the highest of shaming.
Angels and Cardinals slander will be wonderful if Pujols does not resign with St. Louis. And here was the move. Jason McCourty signing with Miami. They're going to transfer him from corner to free safety. Pretty smart signing.
McCourty twins matching up 2 times a year.
Yeah, I know, right? Now we're going to have McCourty twins twice a year. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love how Devin McCourty's on Twitter. Just like, Jason, no!
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't know why you're sad about Jason. Now this man's changing his position. Then it's going to become Stevie Wonder at free safety. That is all.
Yeah, I know. I think he's a much better corner than safety. Especially since he's pretty much been playing corner his entire career, but that's neither here nor there. We're just going to completely ignore that.
Yes. Richard Sherman could be reuniting in Seattle or staying with San Fran. You should go to the Jets. Know why? Because the old DC South elite defensive coordinator right there. If we get rid of last year because again half the team died, 2019 great. You should go to the Jets.
I think Sherman. I don't think he would mind wanting to team up with Robert Saleh with the Jets, but the problem is Sherman knows San Francisco and Seattle. I'm familiar with these two teams. Let me kind of pick and choose between which one of these two I would rather sign with. He just flat out wants to win rings before he retires. And I don't blame them. Seattle and San
at least you don't
Francisco
have
could
at the
potentially
same
win
time, you
rings.
haven't been great.
Potentially.
The last year wasn't great for you, and sadly, it's not going to be looking better because you don't have any starting receivers named Crabtree to be guarding.
I'm the best corner in the game. We can try me with our starting receiver like Crabtree. That's the result you're going to get.
In the game. Sadly, you're not the best corner in the game anymore. That belongs to Jair Alexander, sir.
Yes, sir. And for all of you who say
Jalen
Jalen Ramsey, watch tape.
Watch tape. Jair Alexander's better. Watch all
it's
the
close, but Jari's better.
He is.
And Gilmore's still at 3. And Sherman's now at like 25. He's not even like in the top 20 corners anymore. Rip Sherman.
Okay. Now
Super Bowl 54 just ended this, man.
What's the next thing of news we get to? Look who's back. All I'm saying.
Brandon Workman. The Red Sox won the trade.
Yes, they did.
They won the trade. Phillies can't use him properly. Doesn't re-sign. The Cubs signed him. Gets DFA.
The Cubs gets released. And now
gets released by the Cubs. Re-signs with Boston on a minor league deal. And Boston saves money bringing him back this way. Oh my goodness. Moneyball statistics right here, ladies and gents. Just Moneyball tactics.
Billy Bean will absolutely be just shooting you right now for that.
I'm kidding. I know.
The levels of blasphemy you just reached are unparalleled.
I was about to say, I was definitely pushing my luck saying that. Yes. I was definitely pushing the envelope a little bit.
Yes. A lot.
But yeah, like good move by Red Sox. Not Billy Bean-esque good moves, but good moves.
You were pushing a triangle in a circle hole. That's what you were doing.
I like Brandon Workman, so I was getting carried away. But yes, overall, good move by Boston. Won the trade, get him back on a cheaper deal. Relax, not Moneyball tactics, but still pretty smart overall.
Here's another PED suspension, and it's a Rockies. You play at Coors.
You play at Coors, Mr. Colton Walker.
You deserve every bit of shaming for this.
You play at Coors Field. Of course, this is the Rockies infielder Colton Walker. Spent, of course, 8 games for PEDs. He posts this on his Instagram. To my surprise and disappointment, I have learned that I have tested positive for oral turnip oil, otherwise known as DHCMT. I want to make it very clear that I have never willingly nor intentionally ingested any substance to enhance my athletic performance. Why would you say that and get caught for PEDs? You goofball. He goes on to say, given the information provided to me by the Players Association and laboratory, the amount detected was so minimal that it would have no effect on enhancing my performance. That is also
the level of cap this man is speaking.
Oh my God. I understand that a number of other players like me have tested positive for this at microscopic levels, and I intend to join them in seeking answers as to how this is happening in order to clear my name. I hope to continue to receive the support of those who truly know the person I am and for what my family and I stand for. And why are you throwing family into this? Dude! You are crossing so many lines you shouldn't be saying. Directly from his Instagram, too. I read that word for word directly from his Instagram.
God, so bad.
He just chucks his family into it. Like, what do they do? go
Don't go
home
right
there
into the
freaking
fire.
slandering you right now. I would be like, dude,
Wow.
you're an MLB player. Don't be
Okay,
taking
way to
PEDs.
throw the Players Association and your family under the bus. Wow.
Awful.
Just
Awful.
wow.
No,
Level
this
of
man is
blasphemy
23
clear.
and he just got sent to the gulag for life. Go to Japan and
Yes.
never return.
Gulag for life in the highest of shaming. That is what you've earned.
Just
All right. I know there's a
absolute,
couple.
just absolute blasphemy. And this space describes what I've read.
Truth.
No sympathy, Mr. Colton Welker. Absolutely no sympathy from me. Moving on to the Jets releasing Josh Doxson. Yeah, it's Jameson Crowder.
You're a
I
fifth
know.
wide receiver anyway.
Shush.
Get out of the league.
Yeah, Doxson, of course, was drafted by Washington in 2016, has done nothing, and he's probably going to sit on like the Texans practice squad next year.
Oh yeah, and plus you showed not him. Oh look, Gulag. That's what you got claimed by another Gulag. I feel bad for you. You're a third string wide receiver now.
Running back.
Poor Kerryon Johnson.
Carry on my waivers, son.
No, stop.
Oh my God, that tweet was legendary, though. That tweet was absolutely legendary. I'm sorry, I will never do a Kansas impersonation ever again because that was awful.
This is why you don't sing. Difference is, I at least have some pipes. I do.
Hey, I did chorus in 6th grade. Shush. Yeah, Eagles claiming Kerryon Johnson off waivers.
But I switched out of it. Know why? Because my chorus teacher was trash.
Yeah.
Next thing.
But yeah, he's gonna be a backup behind Miles Sanders. Twins center fielder Byron Buxton may miss. Yeah, another injury. He'll miss multiple weeks with a hip strain. Damn hip strains. They're hitting everybody.
It's
you hate to see
people
it.
are just saying, oh, he's actually staying healthy for once. Nope, then he gets struck down with the injury bug. And Wade Miley threw a no-hitter.
Yes, and we will get to that right now. Last night,
that's all you need to know.
Threw no-hitter. Reds beat the Indians 3-0. He got 12 strikeouts. The guy played incredible.
Also, yeah, Mariners signed a bunch of randoms. Nobody cares about them. They'll be out of the league soon.
Yep, Caleb Joseph and Justin Grime. Mariners signed to minor league deals. Ain't no one care about that because they're both going to be irrelevant, and they are pretty much only used for spring training purposes.
They'd be out of the league soon.
Also, Joseph, yeah, he'll be out of the league because he's 34, and I know he spent the beginning of his career with the Orioles.
Why am I realizing there's a picture of Babe Ruth behind you now? Since when did you have clout? I didn't even know that clout existed within you. Apparently it does now, but it's only temporary until the stream ends.
I have a baseball wall. And right there's where I film Power Skate.
That is the Power Skate wall. You're at the baseball wall now. Where's the football wall?
It's kind of depressing.
Just the corner. Just sit in the corner. There's where you sit.
It's just a dark corner.
Where you'd sit in the corner and think
about And then, of course, we have all the Bortles jerseys up in my room. But I ain't going to sit in front of that.
And knowing that he's not going to get sunned by anybody soon.
Or we could, I guess while we're at it, I could quickly throw in a couple talks where we get into whatever we're doing. Tier list, trivia, I have no idea. But to TJ's delight, and to my delight as well.
Tier list is I cannot get the tier listing up on my iPad.
That is right. So we're going to be doing trivia.
My computer's Wi-Fi is having a seizure.
I keep on forgetting that. So we're doing trivia. But anyway, per the Spun, the Packers have found Blake Bortles as a possible option if Aaron Rodgers leaves.
No.
Starter or backup
to
be determined. And he's going to say no. I'm going to say yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Oh my God! It's Daniel
You know
Bryan
what?
versus
It's
Triple
like,
H
as
all
soon as I
over
saw
again.
that, this was basically, it's me sitting in chair. Me after I heard that.
Where is he going?
Left the office.
Left the office.
Made me want to put another dent in the steel.
Oh boy. And then lastly, I quickly want to talk about some wrestling. Cesaro, after a decade
Finally getting a world title match. He's probably
of
gonna get
being a
squashed by Roman.
mid-card wrestler, finally getting his title shot against Roman Reigns in the next pay-per-view.
That
Is
is
he
next
the
weekend
one?
at WrestleMania Backlash? Which, by the way, why do you name a pay-per-view WrestleMania Backlash? It's just Backlash, not WrestleMania Backlash. WWE, your creative team deserves to be chucked into the
That's so
ocean.
stupid.
It never deserves to see the light of day again.
Goodness, I don't know why they would name it so stupid, but
other
yes.
wrestling news, AEW Blood and Guts was this week, and Chris Jericho basically died. Well, not literally, but he got thrown off the top of the cage. He died. So did most of the Pinnacle. They were bleeding the whole entire match.
Wow.
Yeah. That.
And then per TJ, WWE
shots,
also
Spears.
brought back Eva Marie per TJ.
Yeah, I wanted to throw something at the TV. As soon as I saw that.
Always remember,
Why do you
Sami
think
Zayn's worth more than 1,000
look,
Eva
kids-
Maries. There's your friendly reminder. Sami Zayn's worth more.
This is why Raw is trash. And why SmackDown's the better brand. That's all I have to say to that. There's your explanation. And that's why NXT is still better than Raw. So, yeah.
I don't even watch NXT, but I can assure you it's better than Raw.
The two brands you should watch, NXT and SmackDown.
SmackDown's the only thing I do watch, really. SmackDown has good matches.
Balor. Yes, Finn Balor's back in NXT.
I know.
Also, because I'm more familiar with the NXT guys. You know why? Because other promotions, rather than Raw, you know what?
Yeah.
Because Raw's trash. They have a person from MLB Network as the lead commentator. Like, why? Trash. This is why they let go of Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to find
McAfee last night, though. Did you see how this man dressed? Man went old school, looking like Vince McMahon doing commentary in the 90s.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I'm trying to pull up the Sami Zayn clip. Yeah, no, he's a good commentator.
Yes.
Bro, remember David Otunga on commentary though? That was awful.
Right at it.
He was all right, but he was just like, oh wow, he kicked out. It's like,
I mean, again, it's like you do that. It's like NXT has probably the best announcing.
And here is the legendary clip.
Guess what, Nick?
Forever legendary.
Lovely. I missed it.
What's up?
My audio cut out, but my audio cut out. Lovely.
Oh, your audio cut out. Well, it was just worth more than 1,000 Eva Marie's clips, pretty much.
It's worth more than 1,000 Eva Marie's. By the way, at this point, Eva Marie was still not on TV because she hadn't been since the summer, since she had been suspended for PEDs.
She got suspended for PEDs?
Yes. She failed the drug
Why,
test
though? Why, though?
I would take Nathan Jones being in WWE for like a year. And yet that dude was bad in the ring. I'd take him over Eva Marie in like 3 years. I'd still do that.
Yeah.
Even though this dude was bad. And wrestled like 5 matches. He wrestled his debut match, got sent down to VW, came back, was on Brock Lesnar's team for a Survivor Series, then just left wrestling. That's basically what Nathan Jones' WWE run in a nutshell was. Also, another thing which I feel like I should mention, since this podcast related to this. So there's two people in my class. Well, one of the cohorts I'm in. By the way, we're fully back in next week. They've been trying for me to mention them they're like, why don't you mention us in your podcast? I'm like, it's sports. Why would I mention you in the podcast? Why? Plus, not to mention, they act like bozos in class anyway. One of them, I only nicknamed Bozo because the dude's a clown.
Yeah, that's fair.
Was it Thursday? Thursday was annoying. The only thing he said all throughout the day, like every class. Like I had
stale memes.
My sweatshirt that looked like a highlighter. But by the way, famous sweatshirt. If you watch SmackDown 2020, it'll load. See the little circle right there? That's me.
Yeah.
Famous sweatshirt. And I had a mask that looked like a highlighter. And then the only thing this dude said in the whole class is like, your mask matches your sweatshirt. I'm like, I know. I did that for a reason. This is like 30-something times during the day. I'm like, I know.
Just
don't
like,
have to mention
dude,
it.
just like shove an orange in his mouth and be like, silence. No, shove a lemon in his mouth and be a rosebud. Adam Rose. He was another moron who got suspended.
We really going old school.
He was another moron who got suspended. For PEDs, and they did something illegal and got released. He broke the law. And
now he's retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you want to know what wrestler fell off the face of the earth? Yoshitatsu. Where did he go? He just died. He's just done.
He was in, 2016, he was commentating for New Japan. That's the last time.
He's been gone a long time then. Holy crap.
All I remember was 2009, Shelton Benjamin just embarrassing him. It's like, Yoshi-san? And
I don't know. I wasn't watching wrestling in 2009. I started watching wrestling in 2012. Sheamus has been and will be wrestler one. Because Sheamus a GOAT, and he is a great United States champion.
He's in a rivalry now with Humberto Carrillo.
I know.
Whom's this jabroni? Well, long story short, a year and a half ago, this man was on 205 Live. Lovely.
And he sucked, probably.
No, wrestler-wise, he's all right. Just
okay.
You couldn't have Matt Riddle go around on his scooter, get his rematch. Why? Just why?
Because I don't like Matt Riddle. Sheamus would bro kick him again. How about that bro kick though? A little backflip off the top rope, and Sheamus just bam, bro kick.
Brogue.
Oh, that was such a sick bro kick at WrestleMania. That was awesome.
WWE
needs they still need to give him written in my face though. I think that would.
They need to do what they did in 2003. They need to okay, the shows are long now. Take 2 minutes out of it. That's all the matches on the pay-per-view. Do that. Do that on Raw. Make it somewhat watchable. Plus bring back the moving match cards. Do that. The still pictures are boring. Do it. When I have better ideas than the actual WWE creative team. Nice.
What else is shocking about that? I would have better ideas with the WWE. Here's what I would do if I was the WWE. Oh, I was about to say get the Shield back together, but of course Moxley is now on AEW, so can't do that. But I don't even know what they kind of fix WWE right now. I mean, just don't have Roman Reigns win every match.
Roman down our throats. Okay, now to the section of Floodsters Sports Zone is called How to Make WWE Good. That's basically what the rest of this is going to be.
Let's
First
go. I
off,
wish I had more
not Chuck
advice. I haven't
Roman
really
down on-
watched in about 2 years, so I'm kind of lacking.
Watch the product then.
Well, I've been like researching, like
Another
I
thing.
watch like the results and stuff.
Send 205 Live to the gulag. No one watches 205 Live. Not a soul. Get rid of that show entirely. Second, these are the minor things. Second, get rid of main event. Bring back Velocity. That show smacked.
Yeah, main event sucks.
In
I
case you don't know what
remember
Velocity
when.
was, that was basically their minor show from like 2002 to 2006. That's how far back I'm going.
Yeah. How about what about the Saturday morning slam? Those were awesome.
I was on a clip last week that literally it was Curtis Axel, aka Michael McGillicuddy. He pinned the ref, then Sheamus with the ref. He's like 1, 2, 3. He thought he won.
That was awesome.
I need to put a clip of that on YouTube. No, the Saturday morning slam slapped though.
That was good, bro. I remember they used to have like Brodus Clay fight every Saturday, which was kind of funny. It was like Brodus Clay and Tensai when they were at tag team. They used to like beat up on Primo and Epico like every single Saturday. It was the running joke. It was that Brodus Clay
always like do track, record Saturday morning slam, come back from track, just watch it. That was my Saturday morning in a nutshell.
They would always have like Mark Henry and like Kofi Kingston on as well. And then Michael McGillicuddy / Curtis Axel, they screwed him up. I would have done something with Curtis Axel.
At the same time, both of his themes slapped though. That's the thing.
Oh, Curtis Axel?
Both of his themes.
Dude, Reborn. The one he came back with, Reborn, that was such a good intro song.
Slapped. They slapped.
And like it was a sick guitar riff. Like that's all it was. It was just a sick guitar riff, but it was good enough.
Yes, that's what it was. The first time I heard it, I'm like, hold up. I'm like, this slaps.
Yes.
Which it does.
You know, Curtis Axel. They started off right with Curtis Axel. They made him a Paul Heyman guy. He was the Intercontinental Champion for a little bit, and then they just never built off of that.
He is probably one of the most forgettable title reigns, too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because that title reign was back in like 2014. No one's going to remember that.
That was 2013.
2013.
2013 he won it.
2013, even more forgettable.
Paul Heyman guy. Got an IC title match at Payback 2013. Won it within a month of being a Paul Heyman guy. Basically was just put in the Ryback CM Punk feud as the champion. Then the week before Survivor Series lost at the Big E. Which like his title reign was forgettable too. So you had 2 forgettable title reigns.
Back to back forgettable title reigns.
Was being
it's not as forgettable as Santino Morella's Intercontinental or United States Championship reign though.
That reign did kind of slap though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but for me, listen, for me, that one was forgettable. That's just me. I don't know. That was kind of my early stages of watching wrestling.
The one title reign of Santino that really got that people talk about, it's not even an actual title reign. It's his title reign as IC champion in SVR 2010. The
only thing I remember from Santino Morella, other than the Cobra, was that he almost beat Alberto Del Rio in the Royal Rumble. That was sick.
By the way, this is what's funny. I'm saying the old SVR games, mainly the ones from Road to WrestleMania, SVR 2009, SVR 2010, and SVR 2011, slapped. All the storylines were great. SVR 2009, it's like you had. I guess my favorite storyline was the CM Punk one. It was. You become ECW champion at the Rumble. Tommy Dreamer gets injured. Then Taz and Stephanie McMahon are like, nah, you ain't the ECW champion, but you're in a tournament to crown it. And what's funny is you basically lose a match you lose because you intensely get yourself disqualified to freaking Elijah Burke. Elijah freaking Burke. The legend of the Pope. D'Angelo De Niro, a.k.a. Elijah Burke. And then it's like, okay, title final on ECW. Us. Now let's just jump Elijah Burke backstage before the match. And
I'm
then,
trying to think of other like pretty
and then No Way
forgettable
Out,
like
they
title
have us
runs.
It's like, okay, here's your mission. Win a match in 4 minutes. Like, okay, who are we facing? Then I see I'm facing Big Daddy V. Oh, great. That was probably the hardest challenge I had to do, though. This man was no selling everything. I'm like, why won't you? By the way, this is like a 9-year-old me trying to get this done, too. I'm like, why won't you stay down? Those are some fun days on the 360 for sure.
Yeah.
And then the one from 2000.
I didn't even have an Xbox 360.
Like,
my first ever Xbox was an Xbox One, and I got in 2015.
Yeah, all I'm saying, the one from SBR 2010. Oh, that was good. You create a superstar. In the first week, you're in the crowd. You know why? Because you bought a ticket to the event. You're in the front row. Santino Marella just retains his Intercontinental Championship, and he has this super long reign. And he's like, "No what? I'm gonna call someone out in the crowd. That someone happens to be you. Then you become Intercontinental Champion, and you don't have a contract." And then till the Rumble, you're basically beating up.
It's kind of like when Braun Strowman teamed up with that kid to win the tag team titles. Or something.
Nicholas. They vacated it the next day, though. That's the thing.
Literally vacated the next day.
You don't drop the title at all. But throughout the whole thing, you stay IC champion. So till the Rumble, you basically are beating up Santino, beating up Vladimir Kozlov and Ezekiel Jackson, and that's basically it. Then you win the Rumble, get your contract. Then they make you like, you know what? You know this guy you just created? No, we're gonna make you just a rocker. And then the No Way Out, Santino's like, okay, time to show you that the chicken you are. Then you do the IC Elimination Chamber match. You're literally in a chicken suit. You wrestle in a chicken suit. I died laughing the first time I did that.
What was it? Wasn't it an eagle or something that popped up on like SmackDown once? Or was it a bird, an eagle?
Jack Swagger had his own eagle, and that Big Show basically just destroyed
it. That's what it was, yeah. Dude, Jack Swagger, another title runs. That man had like 5 forgettable title runs.
Yes.
Jack Swagger, world champion.
This man literally won Money in the Bank, cashed it in 2 days later. Again, we say 2 days later because SmackDown was taped on Tuesdays at this time. They say it was 5 days. He cashed it in 2. That is the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, because wasn't SmackDown like
he cast it in 2 days?
Yeah, because they filmed it on Tuesday and then they aired it on Friday.
They filmed it on Tuesdays. Yes, that's what they did. They filmed it on Tuesdays. Then they aired it
because
on Fridays.
You need to have those WWE live events.
Yeah. And then SVR 2011. It's hard to choose my favorite storyline from there because John Cena one slapped. The Rey Mysterio one slapped. The Christian one slapped. But the Rey Mysterio one had the best intro though. Like the best first week of it pretty much. So you're in a limo, you're on your way to the show, and at first thinking, okay, who am I booked against? Nope, you get hit in the limo. You're basically dead. And then there's just Jack Swagger and Evan Bourne just fighting. And I found this out. It's like whoever you attack first, that's basically the person you see week 2. So it's like if you attack Evan Bourne, then you see Evan Bourne. If you attack Jack Swagger, you see Jack Swagger. And that depends on your week 2 matchup. So week 2, if you attack Bourne, you face Shelton Benjamin. If you attack Swagger, you face John Morrison. Basically, it's like, oh, Ray doesn't have any memory. And then week 8, you win a number 1 contenders ladder match. And then the video shows it was Swagger who hit you with the car. And you were spending a lot of time with Swagger. So it's like, okay, do I stay with Swagger and turn heel as Mysterio? Which, by the way, heel Mysterio in that game slapped as well.
Yeah.
Or, nope, stay face. And basically have Evan Bourne get murdered. Because that's legit what happened. Like, 2 out of the last weeks. Like, you're supposed to be in a tag match with Bourne. Nope. CM Punk and Jack Swagger literally killed this man in the locker room. And then you call someone, and that someone happened to be RVD. By the way, he was under contract with Impact at that time.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember RVD when he was with Impact Wrestling, and then in 2013, he came back to Money in the
Yeah,
Bank.
2013 he came back. Also,
That was one of the
RVD
first ever
2013,
pay-per-views
who's
I
like
watched,
the
I
outfit to
remember.
put this man with Ricardo Rodriguez? Who?
Well, because they had to sell the Alberto Del Rio rivalry.
Oh yeah, what's funny is after that they literally sent Ricardo down to NXT, then he was Kalisto's tag team partner as El Local. That's who El Local was. It was Ricardo Rodriguez.
I just remember
just found
Ricardo
out recently,
Rodriguez
too.
being in the Royal Rumble for like 2 seconds.
Oh
that
yeah,
one year.
true. Because
What was it,
first people are like,
2012?
wait, it's not
I think it was
Del Rio. He injured his
2012 he was in the
groin.
Royal Rumble, and he just got eliminated instantly. I was like, oh, God.
No. This didn't eliminate like Justin Gabriel first. He actually got an elimination.
Or what? Oh, did he get an elimination? I don't remember. Oh, my God, that's funny.
Had fully eliminated him, pretty much. That's who eliminated him. That's what it was. It was he eliminated Justin Gabriel, which poor Justin Gabriel. And got buried.
Justin Gabriel. He had like one title chance and he lost.
He had one. He was tag team champion for a while.
He was tag team champs a little bit.
Man.
Then he tried to. He couldn't make it as a singles wrestler though. Like he had like one shot at the Intercontinental and US title, but they didn't do anything
for like a month. What's funny is this man was with Impact Wrestling for like a month in 2015, and yet he had more title reigns. More singles reigns. He literally won the King of the Mountain title.
Where's Justin Gabriel nowadays? Is he even wrestling anymore?
Yeah, I think it's Ring of Honor. He was in the last
40?
I think it's in the Pure title tournament.
Oh my God, he looks wicked different. Yo, he looks wicked different.
Yeah, his hair's blonde. I know it's because, again, I watch Ring of Honor too. Freaking Brian Johnson is a legend. I'm going to say that. This man, it's like, he's like, this dude has probably more promo time on the ROH YouTube page rather than anybody else. And he's there calling people bozos. What a legend. I'm like, yes. 1,000 times yes. Also, I feel like whoever watched this
Justin Gabriel's just that dude who you use to fill up the pre-show. That's Justin Gabriel, and the majority of wrestlers we've been talking about in a nutshell.
Like to use in universe mode. This dude did. It's like you just push this dude in universe mode, and then he's just an absolute legend. Also, his theme song, both of them, slapped as well. Both of them did. And also his ROH. His ROH theme, no, not his ROH theme. His Impact theme was sung by Jeff Hardy too. That too.
Oh,
and that song slapped. And all of Jeff Hardy's Impact themes slapped as well, pretty much. And also him basically killing Matt Hardy to the point of him being broken. Thus, we got broken Matt Hardy.
Delete!
Before that, he was...
Then he tried to pair up with Bray Wyatt. Yeah, no.
No, Matt Hardy did. And then Jeff Hardy, he came back the night after Mania 34. And then there's just this... It's like, Brother Nero. I'm like, no, it worked better in Impact. No. And now Matt's in AEW managing Private Party. Also, Christian Cage is in AEW too. So, yay. And they're using his actual TNA theme. Nice. His WWE theme, as much as I miss that.
You close your eyes, you'll...
That slaps.
It was a good theme. Yeah, I don't know. I like Christian's WWE theme.
That was a good theme. His Impact / TNA theme slapped as well.
If you close your eyes.
It might sound stupid, but still, I would take his Impact theme over his WWE theme. I would.
I think that's a hot take.
That, if you listen to them, like his Impact theme slapped more though.
I gotta
All
listen
right,
to
you
his
know
team.
what?
I think
This is
it's
what
been
we're
it's
doing.
been a
Yeah.
while since I listened to his TNA theme.
Since we have things up, you know what? Theme comparison time. This is what we're doing. Okay. AEW version of his theme.
We do not own any of this music. Don't copyright us.
This is it. Yeah, we now get copyrighted. Yeah, you gotta wait for it though. Wait for the beat drop. Sorry, this is the AEW.
Great instrumental.
The Impact version of it, though, the actual Impact version of it slapped. And how it's like when that at a certain part you just have the lights flashing pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Slapped.
Well, I guess while we've been talking about wrestling, I guess we can kind of wrap it up by talking about a little bit of NASCAR. I know your favorite driver, Kyle Busch, won last week in the Busch race.
Also, I found something. Okay, this might be stupid. Whose idea was it to match the Shields theme up with All Star? Okay, time to see how this is.
We have that. That is a must listen.
Okay.
Echo
is it good or is it bad?
the Shield. I know you're right.
I'm not feeling it right now. Oh wait, hold up.
It matches well. Well,
It had me before the fast part. Nah. It had me before the fast part. It had potential.
It had potential.
It had some potential before the fast part.
Yeah.
The bit before it though, that kind of slapped. I will say that. Why does it look like you're wearing Packers flannel right now? Wait, did I get you in 4K as a Packers fan? Wait.
Celtics hoodie, Bruins pants.
Boo. Shame.
I have an Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Do
you not know I don't have an Aaron Rodgers jersey? Because I have an Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Yeah, but still, the flannels, the flannel though. I have Packers flannel. I have Colts colored flannel. Not actual Indianapolis Colts flannel though. I have the colors of it. The only Colts jersey I have is Pat McAfee. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just
like to say happy 1 year to Chase Elliott flipping off Kyle Busch.
Truth. Oh wait. I mean Rollins and Cesaro faced off last night, and I just found some mashup with them. Oh wait. Okay. Okay. Please tell me they're not using the new theme. Please use the Messiah theme. The Messiah theme slaps. It says Return of the Messiah. So I think they're using the Messiah theme. Okay, well, this slap.
It's okay.
And you think the intro sounds all right. Oh, all right.
Actually, it doesn't sound that bad.
Why does this sound so funny? Yeah, I think it's like the later part of it. It's like, how is it? All right. Okay, this slaps. This slaps. Yes. Good mashup. That slapped. That actually slapped.
Oh, how about John Cena themes matched up?
Oh, now we're looking at
The
Cena
world's life
matchup
is
with
now. Wait, let's listen to this. Oh, this is not good.
Nah.
That's all right.
That ain't it, Chief.
It's
That ain't it,
okay.
I did not feel that one bit.
Nah, I don't know.
Oh, wait. Big E and Keith Lee. Oh, wait. Big E's new theme and Keith. Okay. There's some potential. I see some potential in this. How is this?
We all want to go big. Then say that. Ho!
Oh! Why does this already slap? I'm already 15 seconds in and this slaps. This slaps.
Dub City.
Wow. Yes. Let's see. What else is there? Okay. I know Ricochet's team was also pretty good. Is there a Ricochet mashup? Oh, wait. Mustafa Ali's old team? Okay, this could have, but again, this also could have potential. Ricochet and Mustafa Ali's old team. I'll give it a shot. This could be good or it could be bad. Okay, so that's the Ali intro. Wait, is it really just going to be Ali's theme playing over it? Or is the Ricochet theme going to come after it? Wait. All right.
And now, I ain't feeling it.
All right. I'm not really feeling it. Oh. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it.
No.
I thought it had something leading up, but then it hit. It's like, nah.
Dead.
The best.
Dead.
Like,
dead.
Dead. That's a dead intro. Dead.
Dead.
Dead mashup. Dead.
You know, Pat McAfee's theme was kind of good. If I'm not mistaken, it was
okay. Kevin
good.
Owens mashup. Him and
Cedric. With who?
Oh, okay. I did not. Okay. I won't expect Cedric Alexander's team to work with KO, though.
Oh,
I'm
no.
being honest. All right, let's see. I have low expectations with this.
Yeah, this is Alexander's theme.
Nah. This ain't
no.
It. Chief,
I heard the guitar just start to pick up, and I'm like, no. This is awful.
No. No. See. What is there else for mashups? At this point, it's just us listening to mashups. Okay.
That's all right. That's Fletcher Sports Zone in a nutshell. We can do this here.
Ciampa and the Fiend. Okay. I know both teams individually slap. If they're together, will they slap even harder?
Oh, test it.
That's the question.
Last mashup of the day. Let's listen.
Yeah. And have the Firefly intro theme. Oh, okay, it's leading up to it.
That's all right.
Oh, still leading up to it. Okay, showing Champion right now. Okay, the Fiend's part better. The Fiend thing better slap. It's better. Oh! Why does he slap so hard? The slaps!
Now it's time to pick up.
The slaps! Oh, okay, that best one yet.
Best one.
That's
The worst one, the John Cena rap, and the Alexander one with Kevin Owens. Those are the worst.
That slap. Like the worst one.
All right.
One. That
Yeah, besides the Cedric and Kevin Owens one, that one was awful.
Yeah. The rest of them were all right, if not great. That was the best one, though. That's probably.
Oh, and the John Cena one was pretty meh. And the Cena one was pretty garbage.
Meh.
It was meh.
Yeah, I couldn't really.
Meh.
Meh.
Well,
right,
we're going to have to wrap it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed a half an hour of wrestling talk. I mean, we never really talked wrestling, so that was kind of good. We talked about it a little bit.
Much news, so we're like, okay, might as well keep ourselves entertained with something for the viewers. And then,
absolutely.
Wrestling starts listening to mashups.
Yeah, wrestling's listening to mashups. Hey, maybe something we'll do more often. Who knows, right? You know, we're going to have slow weeks, especially during the summer. We're going to start having slow weeks. So we're definitely going to have to find other ideas other than trivia and, you know,
getting liked and that's getting saved.
Other stuff to kind of help us, you know, entertain you guys. So we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We'll be back to our normal time next Sunday, 1 to 3.
Yep, and then
you guys enjoyed the broadcast.
Know what's happening with Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, and again, if you have not yet followed our social media, what are you doing? Follow Grant at Floodsters Sports, and you follow me at the classically famous TJ. And again, yes, there are spaces in the middle of it.
There are spaces in the middle. It's all in the description.
Underscore. They're all in the description. I'm almost at 1.3K. Get me there by next week.
Get him to 1.3K. Get me to 1.6K or 1.6K.
Yeah, we're like 300 on the dot.
We are legit 300 off from each other. It's so funny. We are legit 300 followers off.
And at the same time,
pretty funny.
A couple months before me, so it's like if I started in July, we might be at like the same spot right now. We could. Possibly.
Well, you grind out, hard work pays off.
Yes. And
All
again,
right, ladies and gents.
As I'm going to be saying over and over for the next couple of weeks, for the brand podcast starting June 18th, there is a guest for it, a former NFL player. And
definitely go check that out. Instagram Live only, but you got to check it out.
IG Live plus also, there's going to be 2 accounts for it. There's one with just the live itself, then there's one that is going to have the intro leading up to it. Which, by the way, if you've not seen the intro on my last post, go watch that. It is heat.
It is very good. Very good. In black and white, but very good.
Yeah, it's in black and white. That was a choice. And it works a good amount of time with it.
But hey, you get to see this guy.
Yeah, you're in like 4 clips of it.
Yeah, I'm in like 4 clips. In a 30-second intro, I'm in like 6 seconds of it, but whatever.
So at the same time, I have the Bruins hat clip, and then there's just Alex bowing. I'm like, okay.
We also have the Duck Hodges messages. So legendary.
Yeah, for the first time, I did put those in. And I've not been murdered for it yet, so good signs.
Just gonna come across.
I tagged him in it too. So.
Well, yes. We'll see you next Sunday. We'll also see you Wednesday on Power Skate Show, so go subscribe there as well.
Yeah.
Until next week,
I don't get cut off in the. Yeah, hopefully this time I don't get cut off in the middle of my outro.
Which I will not.